Okay, so on to C part 2. Excuse me. So C part 2 then, the number of moles of ethanoic acid. So to calculate the number of moles of ethanoic acid per 1 centimetre cubed, really important, of dilute vinegar. Okay, so of dilute vinegar. So number of moles per 1 centimetre cubed of dilute vinegar. Okay. Just like last time then, what we're going to do is we're going to write down our knowns. Okay, so what do we know here? First of all, we know that this is a 1:1 ratio of reactants. So for every 1 ethanoic acid we need 1 NaOH. Okay, so we know that this is a 1:1 ratio. The second point of information that we know is that we don't have 1 full mole of our NaOH. From the last question, we have calculated that we have 0.0015 moles used of our NaOH. Okay, so there was 0.0015 moles used in our 25 centimetre cubed portion of our NaOH. Okay, we've calculated that out from the previous question. So what that leaves us with then is we need to find out how many moles are in 1 centimetre cubed of our ethanoic acid. The other point that we need to note down here, sorry, I'm nearly forgot it. We need to note that we didn't use 25 centimetres cubed of our ethanoic acid. We used 18.75 centimetres cubed. So there was 18.75 centimetres cubed of our CH3COOH used. Okay, so they're all known. Again, this comes straight from the question. This came from part 1 and this came straight from the question. Okay, so I haven't actually done anything here. The next thing we do is we need to do our calculation. Okay, so for our calculation then, we need to acknowledge that it is a 1:1 ratio. Okay, so we know that if we had 0.0015 moles of our NaOH, that means in order to neutralize it, we needed the same amount of moles on the other side, which tells me that there is 0.0015 moles per 18.75 centimetres cubed of my ethanoic acid. Okay, that's just pulling all this information together. Because if it was neutralized, we're going to have the same number of moles in our 1:1 ratio. Okay, but it was in 18.75 centimetres cubed. I want to find out how many moles are in 1 centimetre cubed of this. You can tell me straight away, how do I do that? If I want to get 1 centimetre cubed here, I divide by 18.75. That means I need to do the very same thing to the other side. So I divide this by 18.75. That will finally give me, at the end of the process then, it will give me that the moles in this would be 8 by 10 to the minus 5. You can put in all the zeros in the decimals either if you want. I'll leave it totally up to you. Moles per 1 centimetre cubed. Okay, you're dividing this side by 18.75 to get 1 centimetre cubed. Must do the same to the other side. Now I need to go back and I check my question. The number of moles of ethanoic acid per 1 centimetre cubed of the dilute vinegar. Number of moles per 1 centimetre cubed, and we've been using the dilute vinegar. And that is your answer then to part 2.